For the past 9 years, I've dedicated my entire self to the field, and it has been an incredible, rewarding journey, filled with opportunities to work on a wide range of tech projects. And I've had the privilege of collaborating with super talented teams, both locally and internationally. I've gained valuable experience in areas like risk management, stakeholder communication, and the agile methodologies. What I found, or what I find most fulfilling about project management, is the ability to make a tangible impact. I get to see how my work directly contributes to the success of projects, and by my extension, the overall success of an organization.
Welcome to Latinx in Power, a podcast hosted by Thaisa Fernandes.
Welcome to Latinx in Power. Today, we are talking with Stacey-Ann Smith. Stacey offers 9 years of project management experience, skillfully combining vision, strategy, and leadership. By aligning customer requirements with company goals, she consistently delivers successful projects. Stacey possesses a business administration degree and a project management certification. I'm so excited with this conversation. Welcome, Stacey.
Thank you so much, Taser. I'm so excited to be here.
In this episode, Stacey will share her journey as a project manager, discussing her career beginnings, the fulfilling aspects of her role, influences, future challenges, advice for her younger self, and available resources recommendation. I wanted to ask you first, how do you feel connected with Latin America? How is this for you?
So as you know, I'm a Jamaican. As a Jamaican, Latin America is basically in my backyard. So feeling connected to the Latin American space is a naturally and culturally enriching experience for several reasons. One, we both have a similar history. We share a history of colonialism and slavery, which in a sense foster a sense of empathy and understanding among both groups. Two, culturally, we overlap. So the Jamaican culture is a vibrant blend of African, indigenous, and European influences. Similarly, in Latin America, the countries boast a rich and diverse cultural heritage influenced by indigenous, African, European, and in some cases, Asian traditions. So it often leads to a parallel in music, in dance, in culinary traditions. For instance, the reggae beat in Jamaica resonates with salsa or cumbia rhythms from Latin America. So I'm very connected to Latin America. Latin America feels like my sister.
Oh, I love that. I love your overview. It makes me smile when you said like the reggae beats, like salsa, cumbia, just like, yes, incredible. Yeah. And can you tell us how your professional journey started?
Yeah, so my journey started when I was very young. So it began with a foundation of strong organizational and goal-oriented skills that I've possessed from as long as I could remember. From a very young age, I found myself naturally drawn to planning, setting objectives, ensuring that tasks are completed efficiently. And these innate abilities lay the groundwork for my eventual career in project management. However, I think the pivotal moment in my career came when I was offered a data researcher position at a tech company in California. So although this role wasn't initially project management, it provided me an opportunity to apply my skills in a professional setting. And what had happened was, during my time as a data researcher, I quickly realized that many of the tasks and projects that I was involved with could benefit from a more structured approach. So I began to take the initiative to streamline processes, setting clear goals, and just to ensure that the entire team was on the same page. This proactive attitude did not go unnoticed by my supervisor. And within 4 months of joining the company, I was promoted to project management, which I'm very proud of. So let's just say that the transition into project management after that was a natural progression for me. It felt like a perfect fit for my skills and my passion, and I embraced the responsibilities that came with the role. I haven't looked back since.
Incredible. I love how you felt the need and also volunteer to do the work. And that's very inspiring. And did you want to be a project manager? Did you know about project management, or if it was more you like, oh, we need better organize the work? Or how was this for you? Because I feel like sometimes it's hard when you don't know people who do the role that you want to be, and sometimes you don't even know that this exists. So it's a challenge, right? And I think because of that, many other reasons, not just only that, I love this podcast because hearing the stories of people, you put language and wording to things that you might want to do. So I love that. So I wanted to hear from you. How was this process?
This was 9 years ago. I didn't know of the project management role, to be quite honest. I was being myself. I was me taking the initiative, being organized, getting everyone organized, training. That was me just being myself and contributing to my team. My uncle, and I'm going to mention him later down in the podcast, my uncle, he has always inspired me to do my best no matter what. And I've taken that attitude everywhere I go. So I was just being myself, and I was just doing what's best for the team and what's best for the project. And I was helping my other teammates. And then I realized when my supervisor came to me and she's like, there's a role open for project manager, and I think you're the perfect fit. And that's when I actually learned about the role.
Incredible. I love that. What do you find most fulfilling about your work as a project manager?
For the past 9 years, I've dedicated my entire self to the field, and it has been an incredible, rewarding journey, filled with opportunities to work on a wide range of tech projects. And I've had the privilege of collaborating with super talented teams, both locally and internationally. I've gained valuable experience in areas like risk management, stakeholder communication, and the agile methodologies. What I found, or what I find most fulfilling about project management, is the ability to make a tangible impact. I get to see how my work directly contributes to the success of projects, and by my extension, the overall success of an organization. It's immensely satisfying to take a project from its inception, guide it through its various phases, and witness the end results. Whether it's delivering a new software product, implementing an innovative solution, or achieving a critical business goal, that sense of accomplishment is truly gratifying for me. In addition, project management has allowed me to develop strong leadership and teamwork skills, and I'm very passionate about leadership right now. It has taught me the importance of effective communication, adaptability, the ability to stay under pressure, which are all invaluable qualities to have in any career.
Absolutely. And this feeling of accomplishing something, getting something done is just like incredible. I love that. And collaborating with people, I feel, is always fun. And I think it's challenging, right? It's challenging, but at the same time, it's so interesting because people are so interesting. We are different. We are similar. We have good and bad days. I feel it's just like incredible.
I always say that when I close a project, it's almost as if I gave birth. That's my baby.
Yes. And are there any role models or mentors who have influenced your career trajectory and management style?
I think I'm the luckiest person because I've been blessed with so many mentors, so many people that I could pull inspiration from. First and foremost, I have to mention Tamara Gill. Tamara Gill was a supervisor who recognized my skill in project management and recommended me for the role in the tech company that I mentioned earlier. She was the one who spotted my talent and gave me the opportunity to be where I am right now. right? She has been an incredible role model and a mentor for me in my early days. Her leadership style was what stood out to me. When it comes to leadership, she's nothing short of remarkable. Her ability to navigate and deliver complex projects while excelling in stakeholder management, that has left a mark on my approach to project management. I've learned the importance of clear communication, empathy, and adaptability from her. So Tamara's ability to build strong relationship with stakeholders, even in challenging situations, has been a guiding light for me in my career. So yeah, she has been a super mentor for me. Another influential figure in my professional journey is Bogdan Mojic. And we like to call him Batman. He's been such an inspiration, such a friend, such a guide. God, I would not have been where I am today without the guidance of Bogdan. He's even guiding me to this day. His innovative and strategic approach to problem solving has been a constant source of inspiration. His leadership skills are exceptional, and I've had the privilege of learning from his ability to motivate teams and to foster creativities. Bogdan's knack for seeing the bigger picture and aligning strategies accordingly has influenced my strategic thinking in managing projects. His mentorship has taught me to embrace innovation and to think outside the box when facing challenges. And lastly, in addition to these esteemed mentors, I must acknowledge the profound impact of my uncle, my dearest Uncle Dennis. Growing up, and I mentioned him earlier, that growing up, I had the unique opportunity to witness his journey to success up close because he was my uncle. And his unwavering dedication and strong sense of discipline left an indelible impression on me. He instilled in me the importance of having the right attitude in not only my career but my entire life. Uncle Dennis' guidance has been a constant reminder that success is not just about skill and knowledge, but also about the mindset and the work ethic that one brings to the table. My uncle's overall emphasis when it comes to discipline has been particularly influential. His commitment to consistency and hard work has been a cornerstone of my entire management style. It has taught me the importance of setting high standards, staying focused, and maintaining a strong work ethic in all I do. So, in conclusion, my career, my management style, it has been profoundly shaped invaluable guidance and inspiration provided by these remarkable individuals. And I'm truly grateful, so grateful for the wisdom and the mentorship that they have shared with me throughout my journey.
That's incredible. I love to get to know more about them. And I particularly love those stories when there's one person who identify our skills or can see more clearly one possibility for our careers, and they basically change our lives. So that's so inspiring. And I don't know. I feel like what I wanted to share is that we can all do that for someone else's life. And we're getting to the point where if you see something or if you identify a skill or an opportunity for someone else, speak up and talk to them. And I love that because you never know. And sometimes I'm like the annoying person and I tell sometimes people that I don't even know that much. And I was like, please tell me if I'm being too much, but I think you should do this. And I was like, please say to me that I should shut up, whatever, but I just feel that you're really good at this and you should be doing that. And it's just, you never know, and I love that.
So an extension of that, that's exactly what you're doing here with this podcast. If you look at it this way, by sharing someone's story, you're inspiring someone else. Right now, you're being an inspiration to so many people. and you don't even know it, Taser. So you're doing such an awesome and a remarkable work with Latinx in Power, this podcast. And it's inspired everyone. It's inspired more people than you can imagine.
Yeah, thank you so much. And another thing that I wanted to ask you, I love the project management world. And I think sometimes people don't realize that basically everything we do includes project management.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you are like an engineer, if you're a designer or any other role, you are doing project management in next sense, because you need to organize, you need to make sure that you're following the timeline, talking with your stakeholders. There's always a project management aspect of everything we do, even like planning to go out with friends or like planning a party, and I feel that sometimes people maybe they don't realize that. Thinking about the future, I'm very excited about the future, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Like, what are your thoughts in terms of like project management and how things are going to play out in the future? If there's any challenge you foresee in project management, and how do you plan to address them?
That's a very good question. On project management, what I can see is will present both opportunities and challenges, and many of which can be addressed through the strategic use of artificial intelligence. I think I'm hearing AI everywhere I go nowadays. It has been the hot topic, and it's for a reason. And we can use AI to leverage most of the challenges that we are expecting to face in project management. And let me give you some example. I believe that projects will become more and more complex, and managing them efficiently will become increasingly challenging. With AI, you can use it to assist in analyzing vast amounts of data to identify potential bottlenecks, risk, opportunities. It can also provide predictive analytics to anticipate issues in projects before they arise, enabling project managers to make more informed decisions, which is incredible. And I think that project managers should be learning right now how to leverage artificial intelligence. And also, as the projects become more complex, project documentation will become even more overwhelming. Documentation. I'm not sure about you, Cesar, but I hate project documentation. It's probably my least favorite part of project management. And AI is here to help. We can use artificial intelligence to automate a lot of these documentation by categorizing, indexing, search documents more efficiently, using natural language processes, algorithms, just to improve the overall documentation process in project management, making it readily accessible for project stakeholders. I think the future of project management is very bright. I think project management will change, and it's going to change for the better. And as project managers, I think we should adapt and learn to leverage artificial intelligence early on to set yourself apart from the pack.
Incredible advice. I love that you mentioned AI and how project managers should start leveraging AIs. And also the fact that you mentioned the documentation part. I feel like now more than ever, we have an information overload. Yeah. I schedule time in my calendar to read documents because we have a lot. And being between meetings, sometimes you cannot read documents. Sometimes it's like 5 pages, 9 pages. You need to make sure you have a proper time to read documents. So I schedule timing for do that, which is very interesting. And sometimes I feel, oh my God, really? Am I doing that? Yes, I need to do that.
And also reporting, helping us to document reports, document every movement in the project. We can use AI. We can use AI to make our jobs so much easier and focus on the things that matter, like people management. That's my favorite part of project management. My team, getting my team, being a servant leader to my team, that's the best part. So if I can get AI to help me with the parts I don't like, there's no looking back from there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That's incredible. And if you could give your younger self a piece of advice when you started your career, what would you say to her?
I mentioned earlier that from as long as I remember, I've always been very clear and intentional about my goals. But the advice that I would give to my younger self is to protect those goals by setting clear boundaries early on in any relationships. Any relationship protects your goal. Another thing is advocate. I would tell her to advocate for herself. I remember when I was younger, I used to seek validation. It mattered to me that the right person thought I was doing a good job. And now that I'm older, all I can say to my younger self is toot your own horn. Don't wait on it. Toot your own horn, especially if you know that you've worked super hard, you've given it your best. Toot your horn. And the last thing I would say to myself is enjoy the journey. Your career is a journey. It's not a destination. So enjoy the processes, celebrate your achievements, learn from the experiences, and don't be afraid to fail. And don't be afraid to fail early on so that when you're older, you're operating from experience rather than learning later on in life. And again, toot your horn. That's the biggest one from me. Toot your horn. You're doing often we're in our careers, in our lives, we're doing good job. And sometimes we don't take the time to acknowledge it for ourselves. So celebrate the achievement and toot your horn if you have to. When somebody once told me that if you get a seat at the table, it's like you belong there. If you didn't belong there, you would not be sitting there. So speak up and be confident in yourself. Toot your horn.
Yes, love that. And which resource helped you in your journey? Is there anything you want to share with us?
When I was super young, I've mentioned my uncle throughout this entire podcast because that man has been such a big inspiration to me. When I was super young and I was going through my usual teenager rebellious stage, my uncle gave me one book and it's called Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller. That book has changed my life. Ever since reading that book, my approach to anything that I decide to take on has been give it 100% or don't do it at all. Have the best attitude and try to have a positive outlook in any situation. It can be the difference between successful life and an unsuccessful life. That's my resource, yeah.
I love that. And I want to thank you for your time. We are getting to the end of this episode and we like to get to know more about you. So I'm going to leave the last minutes for you to share anything you want to share and also where people can find you.
I shared so much. What is there left to share? I mean, if I had to give any last words, I would say, again, in anything that you do, look for the opportunity. Even if you're in a situation that seems hard, always look for the opportunity and try to have the best attitude and give it your all. Whatever you decide to do in life, give it your all and be you unapologetically. That's my last word. And if there's anyone out there who wants to find me, you can find me as Stacey-Ann.Smith@gmail.com. That's STACEYANNK.SMITH@gmail.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. I would love to hear your thoughts about the podcast and the episodes. Please message us with any insight, any feedback you might have, and also guest suggestions. Message us in your favorite social media platform. We are in all social platforms. And if you want to write us in a review, we will love that. Feel free to write us in a review on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Amazon, or any other streaming that you like. Thank you.